Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
The QTP has to identify the objects in the application, right? How is it going to identify the objects in the application? So you need to have an added. So what you have is, so the QTP basically identify objects with the help of adding. In other words, like you can take the plugin. Okay. So the addings are required to recognize the objects in the application. So if you look at it, so these are the different objects, right? So this is a list box, that's an object. This is on the list box, this is the button. How the QTP is going to recognize all these objects. So for example, this is the .NET application. If you don't have a .NET add-in installed, the QTP don't record any scripts. Okay. Alright, so that's the importance of add-in. And then even if you look at, so the job description itself says, if you select a web add-in, it provides support for testing web objects. If you select this one, it is Visual Basic Objects. Okay. So now let's try to okay, we're going to discuss about this feasibility. Okay. So here, what the concept behind this feasibility is, let me give you a simple example. Say here, I can create a QTP function library, right? So all I have to do is just go. Okay. Before that, let me record the script. Okay, I'm going to record the script. And then I can open the application, right? Using the submitted. Say, you know, in the basic classes, like we did this thing, right? The automation, and then the first step is you can go. Okay. So insert steps and data. And then select, say, utility object, and then system utility. Then here you are going to provide an application. Okay, say, I want to open www.bankofamerica.com. Okay, so I want to open this web application, say bankofamerica.com or tmobile.com. So that's application URL. Then click OK. So that it says bankofamerica.com, right? Even if you look at the expert view, it's the same thing. System.run. System basically is the object and run is the method. Okay, so we're going to discuss all these objects and methods in later part of the classes. So system.run, and this is the application URL. This way you're going to develop your scripts, right? So you're going to provide your hard-coded path here. Then, this way because every script first you test to open application, right? So whether you want to test login, or you want to test check balance, or you want to test transfer money, first you test to open application. All scripts, right? So you develop say 100 scripts this way. And the first line is open application. And then, once you're done with all these 100 scripts, and then you're executing your scripts, and then everything is working fine. One fine day, your manager came, and then he or she said, hey, the application URL is changed. Okay, it's not bankofamerica.com, it is boa.com. Okay, the URL of the application itself is changed. Instead of Bank of America, it is boa.com. Then what you have to do? You have to open all these 100 scripts and then change the URL, right? Because you hard-coded everything in your scripts. In all 100 scripts, you have to open one by one all the scripts and then change the URL. Hey, this is not Bank of America, and then you're going to say this is boa.com. This way you have to open all scripts and then change it. But your manager wants to execute all these scripts with the new URL and provide the results by end of the day. But in order to execute the scripts, first you need to modify the scripts with this correct URL, right? That's going to take at least 2 days time, maybe more than that. But your manager wants the results by end of the day. So that's a nightmare. That's what actually you have to make your scripts reusable. Don't hardcode anything in the scripts. Otherwise the maintenance is very, very painful. You cannot maintain your scripts because those are not reusable. So in order to overcome those problems, what you are going to do? You are going to create a function library. You create a function library with a constant. So how you create a function library? Come here, say file, new, and select function library. Okay? File, new, and select function library. Then you are going to come up with a constant. Say public constant. And then you are going to say constant name, application URL. You can give any name to the constant. It's because www.boa.com. Okay? And then save this function library. Just a file, save. Then you can give the function library. See, QFL is a QuickTest function library. So you can create the function library and save it under the C drive. Okay, so let me save it. I create a folder, say something, advanced QTP, and then I save this library into this folder. Right, say library1.qfl. Save it. So I created a function library and then I created a constant. Then what I do is in my script, how I use this function library in my script, See, this is a QFL, this is a function library, whereas this one is a script. So now you are going to use that function library in your script. How? You can associate that. So file settings, and then go to resources. So click on this plus button, right? So you are going to add a function library here, associate it. So click on this button, and then go and select that function library. Say under this advanced QTP, there is a function library, QFL file, QuickTest function library. Say you associated that, so you'll get a confirmation, say yes, and then that particular library is associated. Apply and OK. Now you need not hardcode that. Like whatever the constant that you already defined here, so you are going to use this constant in all your scripts. Just application URL. Application URL is the constant in this library file, right? App URL. So you are going to use this constant in all your 100 or 200 or 300 scripts. That way even tomorrow your manager comes and they say, hey, the application URL is not UA.com and if it is a bankofamerica.com, all you have to do is change it one place. You are going to change here and then run all your 100 scripts or 200 scripts. And all your 100 or 200 scripts is going to use this URL. You need not open all the scripts and change it. You open just only this library file, change it at one place and save it, that's it. Then all your scripts, because you are using this constant in all your scripts and this constant is pointing to this URL. So that way your script gets executed on this new URL. That is the concept main. This is the, in simple words, like how this reusability is, what it is. You are going to make your script reusable by creating all these function libraries. Clear? So this is the simple concept, but anyway we are going to talk more on this as part of the framework.
Sorry, 1 second on the test. What do you change on the test instead of putting it as a hard coded on that?
I'm using this concept.
If you, yeah, on that test folder, what do you put it as? Okay, just put that variable there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use just the constant. In all my scripts, I start using this constant. So I don't use any hard coded the URL.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So this is the concept behind the reusability. So we are going to talk more about this reusability concept as part of in later part of the class. Okay. So any questions? Yeah, we are going to create, because why we are creating all these public constants is because those constants are available to all the scripts. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those constants, what's public, what's private, in later part of the class. Public constant means it's accessible to all the scripts.
Yeah, hello Shri. I have one question. Actually, we write the script in the library files, right? Actually, so in that time, what can you say? Can we call this library and that library both?
We don't write any scripts in the library files. Okay. The scripts we don't write in any library file.
Generally, data-driven framework in the sense we write the script in the library, we copy.
No, the scripts are different, library files are different.
Oh, that is a different library file, and this is a different library file, right?
Both are same. Both are same. Library file is basically contains all the functions. So the script is going to use those functions. Basically, the script is going to use the library file. We don't write any scripts in the library file.
So in that case, can we associate two library files?
You can associate 100 library files to the script. You can associate 100 library files.
Okay, more than one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, so we will take quickly it's 5 minutes break and then we will continue. Okay, so any questions so far? So it's good. Anybody having any questions on the concept?
So, Sam, if it is secure site in HTTPS site, will we have any problems or
No, there is no
in
problem.
recording and then changing the script? It should not be. Okay.
No, yeah, there is no problem. So this so you have to make, like only HTTPS means so here you are going to provide HTTPS. That's it. The URL is going to the PDF chat.
Okay.
So whether things are same. If it is secure site like you see HTTPS, if it is not secure then it is HTTP.
Okay. Thanks.
Other than that, spam, how you create the scripts, how you run them, it's the same thing.
Okay. Because I had one of the application that I had worked before in my work, and when I did that, I could not get all the, and I'm able to record and I'm able to get all the objects, but when I first do an automation object repository and then try to get all the objects of that particular window, no, it is not coming up. So I thought if there is anything, I think it's a .NET development. So I'm not able to, only that particularly, like in the login window you showed that if I click on the whole login window, all the objects of that particular window was getting recorded on the object repository. But when I replicated on my application, I did not do it. So maybe it is the nature of the window or something. I'll explore more and then I'll check with you.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Okay, any other questions from anybody? Okay, then let's continue. So first click. Okay. So what are the basic different automation types? The basic, intermediate, and advanced level. So that's the concept behind the reusability. And then what is this? The descriptive programming is like because if you look at with intermediate level and advanced level, what are the? There are different like see, basically there are advantages with the intermediate level and disadvantages. Similar like even at advanced level also like you have a little bit pain. So let's look at okay how you what is the difference between this intermediate level and advanced level, right? So shared object repositories and the descriptive programming. Okay. Say Okay, so now let's go and this particular application, right? The flight application. How you do with the shared object repositories, and then how you do the distributed programming. So first we are going to create a shared object repository. Let me create a new script. Then first I'm going to create an object repository, right? So for that I'm going to open application. Okay, so this is the application. So I open the application and now I'm going to create a shared object repository for this login dialog. Say go to resources and select object repository. Then, so you're going to provide, say, this is the shared object repository window, right? And then select the object and add objects to local. Okay, so add objects to local. And then, so you're going to click on this window. Okay, then it shows add to repository dialog login. Then click OK. And then it shows different object types, default object types. Then click OK. So that way it's going to add the objects to the object repository. So what is object repository? What's object repository?
It has all the different object properties of that particular window.
Okay. What is object repository? Yes, it has all the objects and it's but I need a complete description about object repository file. What it is. Okay, so this is what actually I recommend everybody. This is for the next class. Please go through those video recordings and then look at the basics. Okay. So object repository file is basically a memory file, right? In QTP, it's a memory file that contains objects and its properties. It's a memory file that contains objects and its properties. Then why do we need object repository file? What is the importance of object repository file?
To identify a particular object because the properties will be unique for every single object. Some properties may be identical, but then there will be at least one or more unique property of any particular object so that can differentiate that object from the other.
Okay, correct. So basically, while recording the script, QTP store object information. Say, the object information that embeds the object properties in WAR file. Then, while running the script, QTP retrieve object information from WAR file in order to identify object uniquely. That's why you need this object repository file. So basically, if you look at here, in the application, you have this agent name and password. These are the different objects, right? How the QTP will understand, suppose you ask like QTP, hey, put agent name into this text box and the password into the text box. How the QTP will understand which one is agent name text box and which one is the password text box? Using the property. Where it gets those properties? From the WAR file. The WAR file contains the object information. See, these are the different objects. These are the list of objects. And then on the right side, you see the object property. So if you select, say, agent name, then what are the different properties? It says that what is the name of the object, and then what is the class or the type of object. So you say Windows edit box or text or whatever. So this way it's going to store all these properties for an object in object repository file. Then when you are trying to run the script, then it's trying to recall that information. It's trying to retrieve that object information from WAR file and identify that object uniquely. So if you look at the agent name, it says the name is agent name. Whereas the password, though the class is same, the agent name and password both are Windows edit boxes only, but the name is different. That's how actually it's going to identify those objects uniquely. So then if you look at, these are the three buttons, right? The cancel, Win button, and help, Windows button, and OK, Windows button. But the name is different. So this way that QTP is going to differentiate those objects uniquely using the object property. All of the object properties are stored in object repository file. Okay, so this is the importance of this object repository file. Then what are the different modes of object repository file? What are the different modes?
Shared and local.
Local and shared object repository file.
Okay.
Right? So, what is the difference between local object repository file and shared object repository file? So, local object repository file is pretty much local to the script. Then the shared object repository file is reusable. It means you can share this object repository file across the script. So, in the real-time project, this is mainly, we are going to use share object repository files because the local object repository files, they are local to the script. That's what if you look at here, by default it's going to create a local object repository file. This is specific to this particular script. But you want the shared object repository because you want to use this object repository file with another script. So that's where you are going to create shared object repositories. So how to create shared object repositories? Say select your file and export local objects. And then you can save it, right? Say I'm going to save it into this advanced QTP folder. And then you name the object repository file. Say login war. Okay, what's object repository file name? Extension .tsr. Okay, .tsr is the object repository file extension. This is the shared object repository file name. Save it. That's how actually you can create shared object repository from local. What you have to do is file, export local object, and then name it. This is the shared object repository.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.